A.
Ah,
Reviews.
back in here, yo.
Mission Impossible.
Impossible
Fallout. Not like the game,
mission. No.
but Fallout. Like, you know, things went south and there's a fallout.
Or nuclear fallout.
So, once again, Mission Impossible film with Tom Cruise doing impossible-ish and
Yes.
surviving.
Cause that's what you gotta do. If you don't do impossible stuff.
And review.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Like they say, it's not mission possible. Impossible.
Very true. Very true. Now, I'm kind of a fan of the Mission Impossible films. Ian likes them more than I do.
Yes, I do.
So, without giving away spoilerly stuff, I will just say that I thought it was decent. I do feel that there were some parts that dragged on. I'm going to go right into giving it a 3-star. Maybe 3.5, because, once again, there were some unbelievable things that take place. But at the same time, some of those unbelievable things took a long time to happen, which I am not a fan of that. So that's where I'm at, about a 3.5 star. So, Ian, what did you think of it? Being a fan of the Mission Impossible.
Being a fan, I enjoyed it. I mean, it's one of the better ones in terms of the Mission Impossible. It still didn't beat my all-time favorite, which is 3, but it's still, I'd say it's up there with some of the Mission Impossibles. I'd say 3.5 is about where it is in terms of an overall movie. I mean, there are parts in it where it kind of like slows down and kind of gives story or whatever it is, you know. But a lot of the action, like normal Mission Impossible, is just crazy, over the top, stunts, actions, things like that. I mean, some of it's cool. So some of the fighting scenes they went, you know, all out in. So, I mean, that's what you come to see. You come to see Mission Impossible for the crazy stunts.
True. Very true. Very true. I like the way Henry Cavill plays this character.
Yeah.
It kind of like throws you off. Like he knows he's a secret agent and that he's kind of good, but not good at everything.
Yeah.
Which is odd because like Tom Cruise's character Ethan is good at like everything.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing that he's not familiar with. But then there's some stuff like as a secret agent for, well, I guess he's CIA.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe that's why they distinctly kind of showed the difference here.
Well, they say Ethan's a scalpel. He's a hammer. He's not in to come in surgical and I'm be
precision.
This is gonna be smooth. No one knows I'm here. I'm here. If you know I'm here, I'm taking everybody out.
He's here to make a statement,
yes.
basically, right? He's here to leave dents so you know where they came from.
Yes.
Whereas Ian's like, you're like, oh, am I bleeding? What happened?
Or he comes in and is like, you didn't even know I was here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, anything else you want to say before we get into the spoilery portion?
No. I mean, you pretty much know what you're getting from Mission Impossible. So, I mean, you've seen the trailers. You're pretty much kind of curious about the movie. So
I do like the way, I'll just say this, the way they cut the trailers aren't necessarily the way you see it in this movie. Now, yes, some people out there might be saying, well, that's always the case. Not true.
No.
Not true at all. Sometimes the trailers are exactly what you see in the movie, and that's a huge letdown.
And they give away way too much.
Yeah, they did. They took a page from Marvel, and they put scenes together in these trailers that aren't in the movie at all. You're like, wait a minute. In the trailer, that was over here, and then 30 minutes later, you see the other piece that got cut. Yeah. So, pretty good job. I liked it. Good way to throw people off and kind of cause a little confusion. Anything else?
No.
Cool. Now it's time for spoilers.
They blew everybody up.
Oh, just to verify. 3.5 around is what we're giving this one.
Yes.
Do you need to see it in a theater? Yeah,
I mean,
maybe.
I say if you're an action movie fan and you like
IMAX will probably look cool.
Yeah.
Dolby Cinema, where I saw it, great sound for the action and all that good stuff. So if you're a video file or a audio file and you like hearing good sound and audio, this movie definitely takes advantage of that.
Yeah.
So I think it was shot natively with the IMAX camera. Don't quote me on that, but I feel like it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3.5. Really not much else to go see this weekend if you've been keeping up on your movies, and this is the one to go see.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Denzel already.
Exactly. If you haven't seen Equalizer 2 already, go check out Mission Impossible.
Yeah, get your action
Now
fix.
it's time for spoilers.
Spoiler!
Like you said, everyone gets blown up and dies
I can't even
at
believe
the
it.
very end.
Like, you're supposed to be Mission Impossible, and then boom!
Now, if you thought to yourself, that's impossible, you are correct, because it is Mission Impossible.
So, it didn't happen.
So it didn't happen. Nope. Nope. I'll leave it to you. I had to leave like an hour into the movie,
Yes,
so I didn't really get to see it all. Now how can you make an accurate review? Because I can. I'm that good.
Damn.
Boom.
That good. In your face.
Check the box.
Yeah, from what I saw, I mean, it's a normal Mission Impossible. I mean, you kind of get a lot of the stunts I said before. Some of them were crazy, like the helicopter and then the fight scene in the bathroom. You're like, dang, they went to work in that bathroom right there. It was not
a
even
full new bathroom when they were done.
They remodeled it. It's missing some walls.
I like the scene where they're like, it obviously would be unbelievable with the amount of blood that's by that one. He's like, touch your head there.
Yeah.
A nosebleed?
Yeah, it was blood all those big circles.
He lost all his extra blood.
Yeah.
He would have passed out.
But I think the people are drunk, so they're not really they're not thinking clearly. They're
I
just
also
going.
thought it was kind of weird that those guys,
Came
French
back?
guys, were wanted to get in the bathroom with him.
Yeah, I think they were gonna tease them because they thought it was two guys. Like they were trying to.
Three guys.
Two or three guys, or whatever, messing around. So they wanted to come in and be jerks and be like, "Oh, what's going on in there? What are you guys doing?"
Can we join you?
Yeah, they're just trying to be, drunken jerks.
Yeah, so that was kind of funny. Anything that took you by surprise in the in this spoiler section that you want to share?
Surprise wise, I mean, I kind of saw some of the stuff going. They didn't really oh, this is the biggest twist in the show, basically in the movie, is Henry Cavill's character.
He's a good guy, and Ethan is a bad guy. Crazy.
I'm saying.
Opposite. Ha! Psych your mind. Mission Impossible.
Woo.
Henry Cavill, Superman,
Yeah.
is the bad guy. Now, I picked up on this before I
Yeah,
actually
you pick it
watched
up
the whole
early.
movie.
If you look at the clues,
If you
pick
pay
it up early.
attention, basically, if you are a moviegoer that pays attention and you don't just boop turn it off when you go to watch a film, you'll pick up on this really quick that he's the bad guy from the jump. Well, not from the jump, but you'll start to question his motives
Yes.
from pretty early on. So aside from that, I don't think there's really too many twists.
No, there's a lot of crazy aerial helicopter stuff that, I mean, the crash that took forever if you see the movie because they kept crashing for 3 or 4 different times. I'm like,
Huh.
how are you not dead yet? And how are you still have all your limbs? But, it's Mission Impossible, so of course you walk away from it. Helicopter crash?
That's what they do.
That's nothing. Let's go. I mean, that's technically not really believable, but it looks good for movies. So that's what they went with. And that's kind of the whole vision of chaos and everything else.
Yeah.
So they did a good job in terms of just raising the bar. I mean, it's hard to keep topping yourself in a Mission Impossible movie.
What do you think of Solomon Lane's character?
Solomon Lane. I don't feel I think it was too much of a decoy in the movie.
Hmm.
The first movie was more of a focal point, and this one is almost like a fake focal point.
Well, it is technically, right? Because Lark is the main, is our villain, right?
Yes,
Okay.
but he's still working for Lane.
Okay.
So he's still working for Lane, and everything that's going on, even though Lark is doing it, is still planned under Lane. So Lane's there, but he's not as menacing as he was in the last movie where he had everything calculated and he knew everyone was gonna do before everyone did it. And this one is he had a plan, but it's kind of like he knew what everyone was doing, but not so much. And he wasn't as I'm 3 steps ahead of you like I was in the last movie.
Gotcha.
And Henry Cavill was kind of just once he comes out, he's kind of a little bit over the place. I don't like Ethan Hunt. I hate to kill him, but I want to kill him. There's a plan in place, but I want to kill him. So what do I do? And it's kind of all right, like you're the villain.
Hmm.
Be a villain.
For a 3-year hiatus, would you say satisfied with this or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're wrapping up the story they started with the Syndicate, sort of. They repackaged it as I think was the something with A. I can't remember what they said in it. They didn't really use it that much. They renamed the Syndicate something else, and it's still the Syndicate.
Oh, the Apostles.
The Apostles, that's what it is. The Apostles, they renamed it, which was the Syndicate, and the Syndicate was big in the original show as like their counter agency.
Gotcha.
And it kind of just wraps that storyline up.
Okay. Makes sense to me. Well, as we always do at this time,
yes.
Like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate all the love out there. Really, really do.
Share it to everybody.
Share.
Sharing.
We've heard sharing is caring.
So care, yo.
So care to share.
Yes.
And comment.
Make sure you like it. Like it.
Let us know if there's anything you want to see or check out. Anything you want to do. We are going to have a couple other videos out in the future. Top Tom Cruise movies, top 5, and top 5 Denzel Washington.
Until next time,
we're out.
Peace.